Most men get hooked because attention feels like approval. A laugh, a thank you, a touch. Your brain writes a story she never told. She may just be kind, or her job requires warmth. Hope glues itself to bright moments while silence gets ignored.
Men, here's the uncomfortable truth. Kindness is cheap. Interest costs time, risk, and energy. If you can't tell the difference, you'll pour months into polite smiles and friendly texts that were never meant as a green light. You'll blame dating when the fix is learning to read effort, not warmth. Kindness does not equal interest.
The real test is simple. Make a clear, low-pressure invitation. If it's interest, you'll see effort. If it's kindness, you'll get gratitude without follow-through. Clarity over guessing.
The difference is 3 C's: consistency, curiosity, and cost. If she invests none, assume kindness. You're not the guy decoding emojis. You're the man who asks once, watches action, and moves forward. Protect your time. Believe behavior, not words.
Men, here's the uncomfortable truth. Kindness is cheap. Interest costs time, risk, and energy. If you can't tell the difference, you'll pour months into polite smiles and friendly texts that were never meant as a green light. And you'll blame dating when the real fix is learning to read effort, not warmth. Stay with me. By the end, you'll know how to test interest without games, protect your self-respect, and stop chasing vibes that never turn into dates. We're discussing behaviors in unhealthy dynamics, not generalizing to everyone. Use this to spot patterns, set boundaries, and choose healthy relationships. Listen. Most men get hooked because attention feels like approval. A quick dopamine hit from a laugh, a shoulder touch, a thanks for helping. Your brain fills in the story you want. Meanwhile, she may simply be kind, conflict avoidant, or in a role where warmth is part of the job. The mechanism is projection plus intermittent reinforcement. Your hope glues itself to a few bright moments, while the quiet facts, no plan, no effort, no escalation, get ignored. Here's where most men get blindsided. You meet someone at the gym or in your social circle. She remembers your name, compliments your form, laughs at your joke. Friendly, present, easy. You feel a spark. But kindness lives in shared spaces. Interest crosses the boundary and asks for more. Notice what happens next. Does she create a one-on-one moment, suggest a time, or follow up unprompted? Or does it stay group-only, vague, and endlessly sometime? Hold that thought, because the real test shows up when you make a clear, low-pressure invitation. If it's interest, you'll see specifics and reciprocity. If it's kindness, you'll get gratitude without forward motion. Not because she's cruel, but because the signal isn't romantic. Scene 1. The service role. The barista knows your order, smiles, asks about your day. It feels personal. It isn't, yet. The shift to interest looks like stepping out of role. She asks when your shift ends, mentions a music night she likes, or continues the conversation when there's no tip on the line. If you ask her out and she says, "I'm not allowed to date customers," she's setting a boundary. Respect it. If she adds, "But here's my Instagram, message me after hours," that's different. Notice the cost she's willing to pay. Scene 2. The group setting. She's warm in the friend circle, sits across the table, laughs at your jokes. A man misreads this every weekend. Interest tilts toward you. She chooses the seat next to you, lingers when the group breaks up, suggests a walk to your cars. She finds reasons to be near you when nobody's keeping score. If the warmth vanishes outside the group, she was being kind in the social contract. Which brings us to the part nobody tells you. Politeness can look like interest because it removes friction. She'll soften refusals to avoid hurting you. That's why your job isn't to mind read, it's to make clarity easy and rejection safe. Ask once, cleanly, and give her an exit she can take without guilt. Then believe the data you get. They say, "We should hang out sometime." Could mean, "I'm being polite, I don't actually want to plan." Verify by, "Cool. What day works for you? Wednesday or Saturday?" Respond with, "No pressure. If you're into it, pick a day. If not, all good." Here's where most men get stuck: ambiguous yeses. If she likes you, she'll grab one of those days or offer an alternative. If she's being kind, you'll get not sure yet and radio silence. Don't turn maybe into a mission. The truth is in the follow-through. Micro story 1. Saturday afternoon, a co-working space. Joel, 28, swaps smiles with Maya for weeks. She compliments his deck design, brings him a spare charger, laughs at his bad puns. He decides, no more hint dropping. Would you like to check out the food truck park on Friday? 7 works for me. She says, that's sweet. I'm slammed. Maybe next week. He replies, if your schedule opens up, send a day that works. Beat. She never does. He feels a sting, then relief. He stops orbiting her desk and meets someone on a hike who texts first, sets a plan, shows up early. The difference feels like oxygen. Now, why does this keep happening? 2 reasons: projection and training. You've been trained to chase ambiguity because intermittent rewards are addictive. She laughs. You feel seen. She goes quiet. You chase more. The fix isn't to get colder, it's to get clearer. Clarity interrupts the variable reward loop. You ask once, you watch for reciprocity, you align with reality. Hold that thought, because the flip side of kindness is actual interest, and it behaves differently under pressure. When life gets busy, kindness drops first. Interest adapts. You'll see quick updates, rescheduling with specifics, and surprise check-ins. You'll hear your name, not generic praise. You'll see curiosity about your world beyond the moment. A woman who's interested starts a thread and keeps it warm. She'll ask, how did your meeting go? Not just, you're awesome. They say, you're such a nice guy. Could mean, I appreciate the vibe. I don't feel romantic pull. Verify by, I like spending time with you. Would you be open to an actual date? Respond with, if not, no hard feelings. I'll keep things friendly. Notice what quietly flips here. You move from decoding to directness, from managing vibes to managing your actions. This is calm leadership, not pressure. You aren't extracting a promise. You're giving her clarity and giving yourself closure. Let's make this practical. The difference between kindness and interest is 3 C's: consistency, curiosity, and cost. Consistency means her effort shows up over time, not just in bright moments. Curiosity means she asks and remembers, not just replies. Cost means she invests something, time, attention, a little risk, to see you. If these are missing, assume kindness, not attraction. They say, this week is crazy, could mean, I don't want to schedule with you. Verify by, got it. Name a day next week that's better. Respond with, if it's not a fit, we can skip it. I prefer clear plans. Micro story 2. Evening run club downtown. Andre, 34, chats with Lena every Tuesday. She laughs, taps his arm when he teases her pace, shares a playlist. He invites, coffee on Saturday at 10? She says, I have family in town, and offers nothing else. He replies, no problem. If you want to go another time, send a day that works. Pause. The next week, she brings a friend, keeps it group light, no follow-up. He lets it be. 2 weeks later, Maria from the same group DMs him first. You free Thursday? New taco spot? Interest has legs. It moves toward you without being dragged. Here's why it works. You're shifting from chasing to screening. You hold a standard, reciprocity, or release. It's attractive because it signals self-respect and abundance. You're not cold, you're clear, you're not angry, you're selective. And you're safer to be honest with because you make no easy and kind. Let's bring it down to earth with a quick checklist you can use this week. Ask once, cleanly with a real time and place. Then pause. Watch for reciprocity. Does she propose an alternative or check back in? Track consistency. 2 to 3 actions over 2 weeks mean more than 1 flirty moment. Guard your calendar. If it's vague twice, release it and refocus. Keep your life full. Friends, training, hobbies. You're not waiting by the phone. Which brings us to boundaries. You're not punishing anyone. You're protecting your time. Keep these lines ready when things get foggy. I don't chase or police. I ask direct questions once, then align my actions with the clarity I get. If the story keeps changing, I'll pause intimacy and logistics until we're honest again. I prefer clarity over confusion. Notice what happens next. When you hold these lines calmly, the right people lean in and meet you there. The wrong fits float away without drama. Your dignity stays intact. Hold that thought, because there's a trap to avoid: creating interest where there isn't any by performing niceness harder. If you find yourself earning attention with gifts, rides, constant favors, you're negotiating for attraction that should be freely offered. Pull back. Let the connection breathe. If it lives, it lives. If not, you just saved yourself months. Clean humor helps here. If she says, "We should hang out," and it's the third time with no plan, smile. We're undefeated at hypothetical plans. Lower. Then make your ask or let it go. You're not being bitter. You're being real. There's also the mirror. Are you being kind instead of interested? If you keep a woman around for attention while you wait for someone else, you're doing to her what frustrates you. Be direct. I'm not feeling a romantic pull, but I respect you. If you want to keep it friendly, happy to. If that's tough, I get it. Clean exits build a clean reputation. Here's the identity reframe. You're not the guy decoding emojis and overthinking ellipses. You're the man who asks clear questions, values his time, and believes what people show him. You set the frame. Calm verification over accusation. Boundaries over surveillance. You don't need to read minds. You just need to read effort. If you're unsure, use this simple test this month. Make one real invitation each week. If she's into it, she'll help you make it happen. If she isn't, she'll thank you and float. Don't chase the float. Smile, release, and move forward. The right match won't make you pry open closed doors. She'll unlock one from her side. A final note on self-care. Rejection stings even when you handle it well. That's human. Keep your routines tight. Sleep, lifts, clean meals, time with friends who tell you the truth. After a no, don't spiral into, "I'm unlovable." Frame it accurately. Wrong fit, next. It's not a verdict, it's a filter. You've got this. When you stop misreading kindness as interest, you stop writing fiction and start living facts. That's how you protect your heart, your time, and your standards. Ask cleanly. Verify calmly. Act decisively. The right person will meet you halfway without being pushed. Subscribe for more scripts that raise your standards and sharpen your radar.